I too would like to thank the staff for their response, and particularly the updates that I received were very informative, and the plans that were and the organization was very impressive, and I'm feeling that everything has gone to this point as expressed in the plan, so that was some very good work. Um, I'm really hopeful that these self-defenses can end, but the newspaper reported that I had claimed to have some accomplishments that I did not have, and basically challenged my credibility on that claim. And I don't lie about anything. I tell the truth, and it's a little disturbing to be publicly accused of sitting up here in this position and not doing that. And in particular, it was that I said I was the first black quarterback at Jacksonville Senior High School. That was not the claim I was making. Let me share this concept with you. It's called a straw man. It's a concept in debating. It's called a fallacy, and there's a technical kind of explanation for what the straw man fallacy is, and it's been recognized in philosophy as a fallacy. It's a wrongful argument, and basically you take somebody's position and you alter it, and then you attack the position as altered to make it appear like you have attacked the position that was expressed. And that's what happened with the Daily News in that instance. Before that article came out, I got an email from Lindell, and in that email, he says that he quotes some language that I was supposed to have used at City Council meeting, and it's in quotations there, but the very beginning of that quotation says 9th grade. I was not talking about Jacksonville Senior High School. At the time I was in the 9th grade, it was Jacksonville Junior High School, and I was, as I claimed at that time. And if you pay attention to that email, he was asking me, basically, was Tyrone the first? And when he sent that email, he already had done his research. He already knew that Sammy Rodgers was the first. This was an attempt to get me to say that Tyrone was the first, and there justify that controversy. Sammy Rodgers was the first African-American quarterback at Jacksonville High School in 1967. There's no dispute about that. The only time there's been confusion about that is when the Daily News misstates the facts and says that it was someone else other than him. Tyrone has never said that. I have never said that, and that wasn't what I was saying. But the way they were able to make this straw man argument was, after I said 9th grade, I said Jacksonville, and I'm assuming this is correct, high school instead of the junior high school. But how much research would it have taken for them to find out that in the 9th grade I was at Jacksonville Junior High School? And unfortunately, I couldn't find the yearbooks for the student body comment, student council being that. But the whole point of that was that I was being attacked by them and accused of criminal conduct. And part of my response was that I've been trying to do positive things all my life. I've been involved in some barrier breaking in my life, and that was the point. And that's accurate. As you can see, this is a little picture of the football team in the 9th grade. They hadn't quite perfected how to do those complexions back in 1969, but this is my team. I was the quarterback. There it is, and this is from their paper. And the interesting thing about this is that if you'll see that I was like 95 pounds and about half the height of everybody else in the picture. But back in 64, I mentioned 66 with, or 67 with Sammy Rodgers, who was a hero of mine. But Eli White was the first African-American at Richlands in 65. But even before that, as you can see in some of these other pictures, we were trying to participate, trying to break down barriers. And this is one of the Daily News articles from 1964. So I don't have any need to sit up here and make false claims about anything. But why do we even talk about first? It seems that, you know, we may be bragging when we say something about that, but there's some sadness when that's used. And that's the context that you had to be the first, that there were this discrimination that prevented others from playing before. And I was in D.C., and they were supposed to have the opening, the dedication of the Martin Luther King monument. It's an impressive monument. I was able to get there the first night that they opened it up. And when we talk of the first, I just think it's important to remember that there was a price for that. There was a price for our even sitting here as an integrated council. And when we sometimes nostalgically refer to the ease in which we do things and the comfort that we have accomplished, we forget that somebody got hit in the head with a Coke bottle. Somebody died for all of these things. And so I'm very sensitive to this allegation about not telling the truth, and I just want to share those things to document that, in fact, I was telling the truth. And if there's some mistake or some confusion, you know, ask me about it. That may happen from time to time. But don't accuse me of lying. It could be that Coke bottle to the head as a little kid trying to participate. So there was a price for these things. Nothing further.
Thank you. Mr. Bittner.